I am about to do has not been approved by the Vatican.
Welcome back to No One Lives Under the Lighthouse. We're continuing where we left off of trying to now get all achievements, all endings. I already noticed when I typed in the Google search engine that manly badass hero has already done it. I don't like that. I have to compete with someone that's huge and well known now. I didn't even know he played indie horror games like this, or maybe he's just turned a new leaf and is playing more indie horror games. Because most games I noticed that I play, I never had noticed in the past that he also plays. But he already got all endings 3 days ago, and I'm just like, wait, what? Oh, there's just not enough time for me. I'm too small of a channel, and I play so many games. Everyone's like, Neco, more lore. Neco, more changed. Find more furry games. And it's just this, I upload 2 videos a day, and that's not enough. Like, holy shit. But hey, enough complaining. We're getting back into it. I want to see how all the other endings are, because I've not been spoiled. I do basically have a guide of what I need to do, as well as me already having the knowledge of what the game wants me to do, and what I need to do at least in 2 more playthroughs, I do believe. Though for the last achievement I heard, which was the Major Arcana, is what happens when you start the game already having all other achievements, presumably. Oh wait, also, yeah, we need to grab the lantern and... that's the thing, there's one achievement, I think it's bugged. Let me double check. There is the one achievement. There's actually a bunch of bugged achievements. It says one is the star. To get the star achievement, and all the achievements, of course, are tarot cards. Keep that in mind. The star is you're offered an equipable lantern at various points throughout your days. Do not pick them up at all until the end of your adventure, and that's called the star. But I already have that, which is weird. Do not pick it up until the end of your adventure. I already have it, though. There's also... Wait, the star. Wait, there's 2 stars? Wait, what? I think that's maybe a typo? Because one of them is your suitcase... Your suitcase lies to your left as you start the first day of the pier and leave it there. I need the suitcase to get one of the coins. Which one is it, though? It's called the star. I'm looking at a guide that has 2 things called the star, but... Okay, well, either way, I know one of the achievements relates to not grabbing the suitcase, which I'm going to presume is called the star. Otherwise, I'm not sure which one it is that relates to not picking up the lantern. I don't need the lantern for obvious reasons, so I'll just never pick up the lantern, because one of the achievements does relate to it. I don't need it, and I want all achievements, too, so... We won't go down in the basement, but we will always grab the fuel. I'll just ignore the lantern, whatever. I don't need it. You're supposed to also not grab the lantern while being chased in the sewer tunnels. So with that said and done, there's also an achievement for music, but I already did them all, but I like hearing the music. Oh yeah, another thing while I'm watching this. So apparently there's like 3 endings. They all have different names based on the tarot card that activates. The one I got in my last episode was called the Devil. And as at least how the guide puts it is, you do not shoot the entity and run for your life. See where it takes you is what the achievement is called. Which is exactly what I did. The treasure chest apparently has a shotgun in it, rather than evil moths. So that's probably the direction we're going now. You need the chest. The developer said if I got the chest open, it would end the game prematurely. I don't get how. Maybe the other endings are easy to get. Not sure. The developer said it ends the game early, so I was like, oh, what? So as soon as I get all the coins, and what? Just the game just ends? I mean, one of the endings implies it just ends pretty damn quickly, but otherwise, the other ending relates to the first ending I got, but just doing something different. I don't know. It's, there's just a bunch of things I need to do. I'm not sure how much is going to fit in one video, or if I'm just going to get all other endings in this video, and then, you know, a small video that would have all endings. But what I think I'm going to do is collect all the medallions properly, and go from there. And the medallion's in this, so yeah. I don't know. I just remember suitcase has one, the boat has the second, third is behind the lighthouse, and I think the fourth was the fourth. Stop putting your suitcase away. The fourth, I think, is on the top of the lighthouse on the last day. The problem was I fixed my house rather than search around everywhere. And it was, in fact, on top of the lighthouse the entire time. But since I repaired my house very quickly, it turned from, you know, day to night, and things sort of vanished. Actually, there's only one other thing that's actually troubling. There's one achievement that was really silly, where it was, when you first get chased, instead of running to the house or to the shed, you run to the porta potty. I don't know if you'd get killed, because there is an achievement to never get caught, never get killed while being chased once. So I find that hard to do. I don't know. If I run to the porta potty, I'm gonna have to hope. And also, I don't need to clean the spills up. I already did that for that one achievement. And there's this guy. This is an achievement. Always have a cross. Even though I don't think it has any other purpose. Oh well. Anyways, I don't know. There's a lot of things I'm just remembering off by heart that I need to do. Wait, Lighthouse. What was the combination? Lighthouse, I, Maggot. I think it was, yeah, Lighthouse, then I. Based on that order, probably. I gotta just not ramble and just gotta keep doing what I'm doing. That's all I gotta do. Yep, the Hierophant. There we go. Hierophant. Hierophant was, I think, the... You knew that faith will guide and protect you. I just never, ever saw the cross in the bedroom. Never seen it before. It's crazy. Alright, come on, Lighthouse. Yes! The Hermit. Wait, and Chariot? Oh my god, I went in the shitter. I crawled in the pooper, fear and hunger style. Oh my god. So wait, I got the Hermit from that. And Chariot. What the fuck's the Chariot? When it was required, you've reacted fast. Okay, so I got the achievement of not dying during the first chase. And the Hermit at the same time. I jumped in the pooper. Oh, at least I don't have to worry about getting caught now. We got 2 achievements in one go, seriously. Nice. I was trying to wonder, how the fuck would going in the outhouse that has no door protect me from being chased? Where I would literally jump into the shithole. This moth insect just doesn't. He's like, okay, I was chasing this dude, I was gonna eat him, he jumped in the shitter. I ain't gonna go in there. I'm not touching him. I ain't eating him. He's covered in shit. Ugh. When the moth has even fucking higher standards and better hygiene than, you know, than myself, that's just questionable. Alright, so here it is. The 4th disc thing that I hadn't got the previous time, but we're gonna need this for the treasure chest to get the endings. The painful thing is, of course, having to play this game 2 more times. Whatever is a slow and repetitive process, you're just gonna have to deal with. There's 2 bullets. There's 2 things I need to do with this. To try to remember. Alright, these birds, they're dying. Oh, you kidding me? What? You're kidding me! Oh, you're one cocky little shit. Alright, restart level. Wait, do I have 2 shells? Cocky motherfucker. Restart level. I hope I have 2 shells still. I need one of them desperately. I did that for the achievement. Here we go. Can't chase me now. Excellent. But why didn't I get an achievement? Unless the game's not over. Oh. Wait, did I kill myself? Wait. Or shot him twice? Or I guess I shot him twice. The fuck's up with that stupid seagull? Why is there a new guy coming in? Wait, what? Oh. So the lighthouse goes down when I killed the bug. I'm guessing I broke the cycle. Judgment, there we go. Judgment. No one lives under the bridge. Judgment ending. Judgment ending. Judgment. You've broken the chains is what it's called. Which would heavily imply by the achievements, by the description, you've broken the chains. That there is a cycle that constantly happens, and by doing what we did, the cycle will never continue ever again. We don't become prey to become predator, to become prey to become predator, and vice versa. It's just you've broken the chains. You did done good, son. I don't know, but that's pretty interesting. There's only a few more achievements that need to be done, and that would 100% require me having to restart the entire game all over again, and I at least know how to get them. The Empress, you've proved your courage, is by going through the sewer tunnels without the lantern. The Hanged Man is... wait. Justice has the absolute ending. Wait, hang on. The Hanged Man is like when you are the monster and you are chasing the dude down the lighthouse, you don't chase him outside the lighthouse, but you go outside the lighthouse on the top. But Justice, what is Justice? I'm trying to remember now. Justice requires, let's see, it says you come face to face with the entity in the lighthouse, but you do not shoot it. You run to the cellar instead. So that would heavily imply we need the shotgun, but we need to not shoot it, even though we have the power to shoot it. At least that's what I'm presuming. And I'm hoping this, at least this guide is correct on that. But alright. That was that one ending, though. Judgment. Shoot the entity when you get the chance to do so, while the hangman is not to follow the prey. But Judgment is in particular, or Justice rather, face to face with the entity. I'm guessing you have to have the shotgun, because otherwise I should have already had it, because I've already ran from it rather than anything else. But I guess you have to have the absolute ability to actually shoot the bug. Wait a second. Oh yeah, this is the start of the game, I forgot. We're back at day one. I have to play the game all over again. Fantastic. But that's another thing though. If I already know what all the achievements are, that comes to question that the one where there's an achievement where you don't have to grab the lantern throughout the entire game. I know there's the one for the Empress if you've proved your courage, unless that's the Empress the entire time. I'll double check. The Empress. You awaken in a maze with the lantern lying on the floor. Leave it there. Yeah. Alright, it's just, I don't know if it's like, don't grab the lantern at any point in the time, or if it's only specifically in the maze, in the sewers. But otherwise, yeah. I just have to play the game one more time, get all the things, get the shotgun, just don't shoot anything. And, unfortunately, then get turned into a Mothman. And the rest is whatever happens by having the shotgun but turning into the monster anyways. And then the last achievement, the Major Arcana, which I'll just double check just so everyone knows what's going to happen. The last achievement, Major Arcana, unlocks after getting all the other endings. And as at least the guide says, if not, start your adventure anew and step onto the pier once more. Specifically, this person who wrote the guide has to use that kind of language. I don't know if I should say it's cringe, but if not, start your adventure anew and step unto the pier. But But no, before that's too late either way, I'm gonna have to restart this very boringly once more. Yeah, I would like to say thanks to the guy who made the guide. Like, they made it how long ago? They posted it April 22nd. And then, you know, they have updated it a few times, I'd assume. But yeah, I'd like to thank the Steam user ERC or ERC for making the guide. Otherwise, it would have been a pain in the ass to assume a lot of these achievements based on how cryptic they are. But either way, I'm going to have to boringly restart this, so I'm going to skip ahead. I need to... wait. I don't remember this. Wait, hang on. The fuck is this? A picture of a shovel. The bugs are telling me to shovel things? Wait, what? Oh, no, wait. Oh, they left me a picture of the trees. Oh. I didn't see this before. Was this always here? It's the trees at the end of the island telling me to shovel it. That's pretty cool. Alright, Bugman. I'm not gonna shoot you. Run. Alright, well, after having ran from that, just not going to pick up this now and try to make my way through the sewers. This way. Bye-bye. The Empress achieved. There we go. It's strange how it's like the music box does something to your character. I'm not 100% sure if it's supposed to have some symbolic meaning. Nostalgia is holding your character back from wanting to complete the ritual, so to speak. So he goes in there. I'll double check to see if I can go through the cellar or not, or I have to go through that door and then come back. Yeah. Alright, we're going through the door then. But we cannot chase him in there. We'll go back to the music. We will disobey! And hope that breaks the chains in some way as well. Otherwise, we'd literally kill the dude afterwards, so I mean, by not killing him, he escapes. There we go. Wait, can we smash this? What happens? I get to lamp, and I become the first moth to finally be in love. Oh. What? I'm being roasted by too much lamp? Well, that's strange. That definitely would fuck with the chain or the cycle. That's weird. I thought like the achievement would be literally you climb to the top and then you just sort of perch yourself there and you didn't chase or kill the dude. But instead he just absorbs the light or dies from it. Not sure. I'm gonna guess the lighthouse still falls though. The previous keeper disappeared. Well, he went in the basement. I'm not sure where else he'd go afterwards, but interesting. I'd presume the lighthouse... Oh! No, I got the Hanged Man and the Major Arcana at the exact same time. There should be a cutscene. It's implied getting the Major Arcana. Let me double check. I'm gonna check the guide. The last achievement, Major Arcana, unlocks after getting all the others. If not, start your adventure anew and step into the pier, and that should do it. I guess it doesn't mean that the Major Arcana is an ending in itself. I was under the impression that getting the achievement, Major Arcana, means it's sort of like some kind of ultimatum that shows like some extra cutscene of maybe something that's like a true ending of sorts, but I guess not. It's just Major Arcana, just like say PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, or Xbox achievements is you get this achievement when you get everything. And we saw all 3 endings. I basically labeled the first ending the bad ending. The second ending was shooting the Mothman and thus breaking the cycle. We could assume that's maybe the better ending, but being the Mothman and climbing to the top, I'm not sure really if I can consider that, you know, bad, good, best, true ending, because we don't know what it means. It could have multiple interpretations because we don't know what happens to the Mothman. He's oozing, but is oozing black shit a sign of dying or being injured, or like, I wouldn't think it's him getting stronger for obvious reasons, but the screen pans out so we don't get to see what really happens besides the oozing. So interesting interpretations can be had. Otherwise, we got all the achievements. It's just the 3 endings. So, we got all 3 endings. With help of a guide, of course. I couldn't do it on my own, or else it'd just be me playing the game way too many times. Day 2 and Day 3 are pretty damn it repetitive. In terms of, like, gameplay and the novelty of the events that happens, it's really cool. So I wouldn't say it's flawed or bad in any way. But, in terms of replaying the game for all endings or replaying the game for the achievements, you have to replay the game basically 3 times minimum, and more if you make mistakes. So if you're playing blind without a guide to get all the achievements, without the guide, you'd be playing definitely the game more than 3 times, and just grabbing the bags, repairing the house, back and forth, back and forth. Man, that gets repetitive fast. And I've been recording for 2 hours and 12 minutes just to get the 2 other endings. So that should go to show just how time-consuming it is to be a completionist. But either way, the game is still great in my opinion. I want to see more horror games from this developer, whether PlayStation 1 styled or not, just as long as it's not, you know, Unreal Tournament, sleek, shiny, super realistic bullshit models and that kind of shit. That's never gonna get in style. I mean, sure, you got games like Outlast, but I always shit on that game anyways. Who the fuck cares? Oh, super impressive visuals. That doesn't make horror games. Pretty visuals do not make horror games. No one, if anyone fucking argues with me that, they can fuck off. It's atmosphere, presentation, and monsters in particular always look better the worse they look. That doesn't mean people, of course, with shitty talents and shitty designs or shitty models can make any monster scary, but it's just awesome. But either way, I hope you enjoyed No One Lives Under the Lighthouse. It was an interesting game. I enjoyed it. Repetitive during the replayability. It's not like you need to get all endings. You could just play the game once, then 1 year, 2 years later, you're like, man, I want to replay this game, but you do something different. Then maybe Day 2 and Day 3 wouldn't feel so repetitive, but still had a blast, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, comment, hit that subscribe button, become a subscriber, hit that notification down below for updates on my videos. Thank you for watching, and until the next time.